So allow me to introduce myself. As I said before, my name is Dr. Tureka Louis. You're welcome to Google me. You'll probably find my YouTube channel, which is Evolve and Expand with Dr. Tureka Louis. I was a public school teacher in the classrooms for years. I loved what I did. I love educating students, and to this day, I work with private clients because I want to make sure to stay in touch with people who are trying to better their lives through education. So we're talking the K-12 arena. I specialized in tough cases, so students who were at risk of not succeeding and not graduating. But I was certified to teach math, language arts, science, and social studies, as well as business education from K through 12, mostly middle school to high school, but I have worked with students that are in elementary school as well. I have also done quite a bit of bridge building to help students where the education system that they were enrolled in, whether it was public school education or private school education, just wasn't working for them, to find better options for themselves. So I am skilled at that. Partly what made me passionate about it was I started in my own home. I have three children that are very different in the manners in which they best learn. They are also very different in their passions and what gets them going. And so to be working with kids that had such different inclinations and still help them to find the love of learning, a love of reading, a love of education, and to be able to strengthen their skills in all of the maths and sciences and all that sort of thing, as proven not just by grades, but certainly their grades were high, but also by their completion and accomplishments and confidence and how they applied those things in their real life. Well, that became, to me, the biggest success story I could ever have. But I also began doing it not just for my kids, but for other people's kids over and over, time and again. So whenever I speak about education, I'm speaking from the perspective of having done that. But I didn't stop there. I also went back to school, got advanced degrees that provided me the opportunity to be an administrator and also to be certified and tooled in school building and instructional systems design and technology. And I was certified to be the person that evaluated teachers for their ability to be successful in the classroom and beyond, and how they input into the students' lives. And I loved what I did. I stopped doing it in the public school classroom for several reasons, including wanting to have the freedom to help more people in unconventional ways, but also to help people to succeed in the traditional classroom as well. And bridging the gap lit my fire, got me super excited. I still do that to this day. I also work with adults who want to better their lives, and one of the major tools that we use is education, as well as training and other ways, other means. But that's another story. If you want to know more, definitely jump on my YouTube channel, see some of the content I put out there. I am Dr. Tureka Louis on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I am also a growing content creator because I have found that this is a great means of reaching people and giving them what they need to succeed. So whenever I speak, it is from the perspective of understanding with that lens, but also being willing to listen to and look at what other experts are saying, to always find ways to better the process of getting from point A to point B, from beginnings to success. So each of those things that I have just asserted that I did comes with, again, degrees, certifications, and experience. I don't speak about things that I don't know from both personal experience and professional experience, because I don't believe in asking people to do things that I'm not willing to do myself. And of course, you can't experience everything. So in the areas where maybe I didn't make that my lifelong experiential path, I also did the research. I studied and I learned and I tooled before I put myself out there to help anybody do anything. So that, in and of a nutshell, is my experience when I'm talking K through 12. Also, it kind of dabbled a little bit in some of the coaching that I've done, but also as an adult educator, I have been a consultant for large organizations, government entities, from the Department of Defense to Fortune 50 companies. So I don't talk about things unless I feel confident that they're going to be useful to help somebody be successful. What I am learning on these platforms is that it is important to also weed out the people that are just not, they're not, they're not here for me. They don't need what I provide, or they don't want what I provide. And I find myself becoming more and more okay with that as well. So when I share studies, while I'm happy to link those studies in the comments, if you find yourself feeling strongly about things that I've said or shared, please feel free to share studies that you have evaluated. But please make sure to read through them and evaluate them well, as will I.